Yeah. Coming in hard than a motherfucker. Yeah, we are back at the S.H.I.T.S podcast.
See what it is.
Where we either shooting shit, starting some shit.
Picking up with shit left off, nigga. I'm straightening up my lid real quick.
Baby.
You know what I mean? I gotta straighten up my crown piece real quick. I'm sitting next to a real official cat right here.
Hey,
I gotta get my shit together.
Turn your mic around a little bit.
I gotta get it together.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm your host, Monsoons the Rock. Coolest cat you heard thus far.
Yo, I'm Bubba Ball, one of the dreads you won't catch at the mall. Know that.
And our special guest to the podcast this week is Chicago MC. I dare not say rapper. I'm gonna say MC. Yo, This man work ethic is fucking phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? His catalog is ridiculous. His politicking skills is ridiculous. And we just honored to have him on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up for my man, Vic Spencer.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. What up, bro? Man, thanks for coming on to the show, man.
How y'all feel, man?
We good. Can't even complain. Hey, before we get into anything, man, let me give a
First
shout
day
out
of
to
the
our
week.
sponsor and shit. We ain't seen that ass.
Hey, this is Jen. Please check us out at coldpleasures.com. Love, lust, and fantasy.
Shout out to Cold Pleasures. Hey, for y'all adult needs, novelty toys, all types of shit, y'all hit up Cold Pleasures, www.colepleasures.com. Also, shout out to the Block 105 Radio, www.theblock105.com. Y'all can catch us on there Fridays at 9 a.m. And if y'all looking for y'all coffee, go to Andy Sunflower Cafe. They got a spot out in Beverly. And then check out the podcast website, www.theshitspodcast.com. THESHITTS PODCAST.com. So with that being said, man, Vic, so we do a check-in on the show, man. So how was your week, bro?
Week was kosher, man. I got a lot of work done.
Yeah.
I try to like scatter everything out because I still work a regular job and I still rap and still got family and all that. So I try to balance everything out to the highest capacity.
Yeah.
But each one of those departments, a lot of work was done this week.
Man.
Major juggling that. You doing it.
Hell yeah.
Bubble ball.
That's what a man life consists of at a certain age, man. You become a major juggler of time. You know what I mean? You juggle your time around. So, I ain't gonna say nothing else. I'm gonna let
I was about to go split with that, but I ain't gonna do it.
I'm like, oh no, let me keep it clean.
Bubba Ball, man, how was your week, bro?
Man, I can't complain, man. Did some great things and shit. The kids wanted to do a repeat and go out again. And it's crazy, man. You can take your kids somewhere as they it's only a certain amount of time that you got when they at that 10, 11, 9 age where they really want to hang out with you.
Your old ass.
Yeah, they stop wanting to hang out with you. Like, I got some that don't really want to fuck with me. One of my daughters, she went somewhere and she had me Zelle another parent some money because she had left already. Like, Daddy, Zelle me some money. I was so-and-so that we going here. I'm like, hey, that's great. I love you. Bye. You know what I mean? So I'm watching kids mature. I'm watching my kids grow. And it's always a beautiful thing, but just knowing that, that time is coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just good sometimes to disconnect from what you normally do and really be with your kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Really be with your children, I should say, not kids, because people say, that's baby goats.
Yeah.
Right? So, when you spend time with your children, man, you learn shit. It teaches you things about yourself. I notice I'm more patient when I'm with my shorties. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm impatient because I'm telling them, let's go. We got to be somewhere, and they still fucking around. I'm like, see, that's y'all mama side coming out of y'all. I be saying shit like that. It be funny. So, I be brainwashing their ass. Come on, look, we got to be on the I-10 by 10. That's my saying, and I heard that shit from an old movie. So, just getting them in order, man, and just working consistently on life, man. I'm trying to unplug from social media. I just got out of Facebook jail, so it felt good to be back on. you know, and be able to like people posts, wish them happy birthdays and all that kind of shit, you know what I mean? But it let me see a lot of shit too, you know what I mean? Yeah. It was like an unplugging that I needed, you know what I mean? So now I'm really not on social media. I'm just focusing on what I need to do in life a little bit more, you know what I mean? And shit, this the first day of the week, baby. So we starting this motherfucker off with a bang.
So you spoke about spending time with the children and shit. And so what I noticed this week, you know, I've been out with the children. You know, them stimmies hit. You know what I'm saying? So with them stimmies, man, some shit went up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Some shit went up. And I was talking to a good friend of mine about this. The shopping definitely went up. Them outlet malls, they was popping. Another spot that went up, the hibachi spots. Yeah. You know, black motherfuckers love hitting the hibachi spots. They love getting that shit
squirted in their mouths and getting shit through in their mouths and shit. Yeah, you know. Niggas love watching the tricks. They light the onions on fire. Ooh. These motherfuckers ain't never been nowhere. Y'all 40, 35 years old. Ain't never been to hibachi before. Come on, man.
Hey, man, motherfuckers hitting them bitches up. Also, hey, man, I don't want to spoil it for nobody for Snowfall, but nigga, did you see the last episode?
Nah, I gotta catch up, bro. I gotta catch up. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it, man. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Episode.
Oh, man,
Come
bro.
on, man. What's wrong with him?
All I say is this. It's going to make you ask questions.
We going to talk about it next week. We going to get everybody a chance to watch.
It's going to make you ask questions.
All y'all watch it.
I will say this much. I will say, without giving anything away, it makes you ask the question, when does things become strictly about business and not personal at all? At all. When do you take the personal aspect out of it? I'm telling you. I'm just saying though. But anyway, man, yo, we're gonna take a break real quick and we coming right back and we're gonna get to this interview with Vic Spencer. Yo, hey man, real quick, man. I just gotta really go down the list for y'all because I don't think y'all fucking understand.
They don't know who the fuck on. They really don't know who we sitting next to.
I'm gonna hit y'all with some titles.
Hold on.
The Cost of Victory. Who the fuck is Chris Spencer? St. Gregory. The Cost of Living. Spencer for Hire 1, 2, and 3. Duffel of Gems. A Smile Kill My Demons. Stupid. And I don't know if I got this right. By Wounds. Psychological Cheat Sheet. That's number 1. But it's another one coming out. No Sean Skimps and Rather Be a Real One, which I've been bumping all fucking day. This shit is dope as fuck. Yo, man, y'all stay tuned. We're coming back with this interview with Vic Spencer, Chicago's own MC.
We got him.
It's the shit.
We got him.
For all erotic needs and adult needs, hit up Cold Pleasures, COLEpleasures.com. That's www.colepleasures.com. It's the shits. We are back at the Shits Podcast. We out here chilling with my man Vic Spencer. And we're going to get into it. We're going to pick his brain. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, all right. So my first question is, so I heard of your work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Talk to my man Decker Durs, aka Gorilla Glue.
Yeah.
And I think the shit is fucking phenomenal. And I think that anybody that is familiar with Chicago's hip hop scene is familiar with your work ethic. So my question to you is, are you originally from Chicago?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What part?
I was born on the west side of Chicago. You know what I'm saying? 290 Legend shit. And then all over Chicago. I had all my high school years on the north side of Chicago. And all of my years after that on the east side of Chicago, where I reside right now. So
you went from west to the east side.
Yeah, west, north to the east side. So I'm all around
smart.
Chicago.
That's pretty smart and modest living.
Thorough.
That's safe.
He thorough.
Yeah, it's real safe.
Because the west side can be kind of harsh.
The east side ain't no joke though. The
neither
east
one
side
of
ain't
them.
no joke. The west side ain't no joke neither. But if you born on the west side, you good. If you born on the south side, you good. You can move around. You know how to move.
So I gotta ask this question though. Uncle Remus or Harold's?
Oh man, I fuck with the Heralds, man.
Smart man.
There we go.
Smart man.
There we go.
But I will eat Uncle Remus in
What's
the
the
Heralds
difference?
parking lot.
Now explain your difference. Explain your difference.
I think that I think that the Uncle Remus got. I think the sauce. I think it's sweet enough to say like, man, if I got like a lot of bread in my pocket right now, I'm gonna go get me some Uncle Remus, man. It's like the luxury of chicken. You know what I'm saying? But Harold's is like that daily living chicken that you would easily accept, no problem pulling up. You know what I'm saying? You get your 6-piece. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
And you be good to
Extra
go.
coleslaw.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So, all right. So I don't know if you're familiar with this, but it's an event that goes on at the Martin Luther King skating rink on 76 and Racine. Now, since COVID popped off, they stopped doing it. But it's for at-risk youth and kids that lived in residential and stuff like that. And I seen you there twice. I don't even know if you seen me, but I seen you there twice. So my question to you is, how involved are you with working with At Youth Risk of Chicago?
Yeah, I've been doing that line of work for like 20 years. I'm a youth advocate outside of doing music.
Okay.
And that's one of the things that we do before we start the one summer program or any program. It's kind of like gather all of the kids together at that time at the Martin Luther King Center skating rink. And yeah, it was that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't just rap. I feel like it's needed, and
it is.
And I came from a background where I needed it. So it was like, man, I was able to give back and be a link chain because somebody was a link chain for me. So, you know what I mean? It turned out to be a career, and that's where it's at.
So who was that person that was a link chain for you?
Like staff members, he like my pops right now, James Prince, you know what I'm saying? That's my man, you know what I'm saying? He actually is related to Prince J, you know what I'm saying? Records, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, get the fuck out of here.
Prince J was actually named after him.
Damn.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? But you know, it's like, it's really low key, you know what I'm saying? But
Not no more.
Yeah, pretty much, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? I don't even, ain't name nothing, but overall, like, you know, when I was in those group homes and all of that, he was one of those people that was kind of like helping me become independent and being the man that I am today. So it's just like I always gotta tip my hat to him, and then just all around people that's been in the system with me. You know what I'm saying? We like mentor each other. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know some guys that I grew up in the system with that's running the group home now. So it's like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like,
real
you
shit.
know, that's the kind of people that I kind of like, you know, wing to, that help me get through and pass on the same information that I might have got as a shorty to pass on to these shorties, because somebody worked with me where I was at one point in time. Now I'm doing that for the young people, the at-risk young people that we have in the city now, the young guys. Shout to them.
And that's just what I was thinking about.
You know,
dude.
with you saying that, you know, you've been doing this shit for 20 years, right? And I'm out here, you know, actually in the trenches. Sometimes I'm in nice neighborhoods fixing up houses. Most of the time I'm in the trenches. What do you feel right now? How can we bridge the disconnect? Because I feel that the continuous turmoil in our community is a constant disconnect between the generations. We have so much knowledge to give to each other and pass on, but it's a communication barrier. How can we bridge that gap? What do you think is the best way to bridge that gap between all the elders and the people that's older, right? That can really, you know, have an impact, but they just really don't know how. You know, they feel like they can't say nothing to the young folks.
You know what I think it is? I think that we as older people, as adults, have to work with the kids where they at. You know what I'm saying? And
get that shit. Come on.
Be a vehicle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, some kids don't have knowledge of their utmost potential because nobody's listening to them. So if you got a shorty that like to fight, why don't you put his ass in the boxing class?
Hit it again. Hit that shit again, man.
Kickboxing.
You know what I mean?
Boxing.
I feel like if you listen to them, really listen to them, you know, they yay them here like you listen to the kids, bro. Yeah. But if you really listen to them, then you'll really find out what's missing, and you can just be the vehicle to get them there.
Man,
they'll do it themselves.
That
you
is,
know what I mean? They can't open their biggest potential because nobody's the vehicle. You know what I'm saying? They looking at, you know, the fast money. So now you got to be in competition with that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's a losing battle.
And if you in competition with that, you ain't gotta be, if you letting them be they own success.
Right.
You just driving them there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Kid ain't got no way to school because he missed first. He gonna graduate. He ain't gonna graduate on time because he keep missing first period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna be his alarm clock. You gonna make sure that he up there.
Bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Step up, yeah.
Like, I used to meet kids in the lunchroom. They come in, they see me right there. Look at, I'm dressed down, so I ain't looking like I'm different than anybody else.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Right.
hey, you know what I'm saying? They go Vic, man. So now it became a routine. Now they go to class and now they graduate, and that's what it's just regular life to me.
Right.
I don't even look at it like it's
Right.
impactful. It's just that's how it's supposed to be. You know what I mean? That's
But it
really
is
how it's-
impactful, though.
Yeah, it is.
It is impactful.
But that's the main overall. If you don't think about it, you know you're gonna change more lives.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
One of the hardest things I understood that I knew that I had to absorb this mentality was when Scoop Jackson, I mean, he said, you know, I never left the hood, so I never have to give back. And he said one thing that he always did was make sure that he spoke to the younger people, all the little guys. He made it an effort to always speak to the little guys. You know why? Because most young people get looked over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know how you go in the store and you see the shorty up there?
Most black people get looked over.
But the shorties get looked over. They get treated the worst at the gas stations, bro. I always take up for shorties in the corner stores and the gas stations when they don't know how to count and all that kind of shit because you're not supposed to treat the youth like that. They growing up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These are the same youth. If you treat them like that, they'll come back in the store and air everybody out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you don't understand why.
But we talked about that before when we talked about the whole mentorship. You know what I'm saying?
If we just speak to them, if we acknowledge them, a lot of these children just want to be seen, bro. They just want to be loved. They just want to be saying, hey,
and they want to
what's up?
see
I
something
you.
different than what they
Exactly.
seeing.
Man.
They need exposure. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So if they see somebody out here that's, you know, out in the
something
streets,
different.
right? They see a lot what they see out in the streets, fast money and all of that. But they see a person like me, I dress better than them. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right.
I ain't on the streets though. You know what I'm
Carry
saying?
yourself
So it's
different,
like
too.
So it's like, yeah, they gonna gravitate to that because it's like, hey man, I ain't really gotta do it this way.
No,
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
No.
If he
Right.
dude look old as hell, but he look young as hell, so
Right.
he gotta be doing something.
Something
like,
right,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
But you don't even look old.
Shorty's going right, yeah. That's what I'm
Don't
saying.
even
That's what
look
Shorty.
old. Attention to
Shorty's
stuff
gonna be like, man,
differently
Shorty,
too, yeah.
dude ain't, man, ain't nothing wrong with dude.
No.
Right.
Dude look like you know what I'm saying? Keep himself well together. He ain't out here.
Real talk.
And with
They
the
pay attention?
the organization that I work with, bro, like I always tell motherfuckers, man, like black men are needed. Black men are needed in position of leadership. Black men are needed in position of authority to be able to change some of these rules and regulations and protocols. So like sometimes, you know, you have programs that offer yoga to kids that will never fucking use that shit. You know what I'm saying? And they stress it. And they stress it that you got to go to yoga. It's like, this shit ain't gonna do shit for them. You know what I'm saying? But you got to understand, like, but you, how you said it, you got to meet them where they at. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the part that people miss. And I think that's what's commendable about what you do.
They have a voice in the wrong arena. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? In the streets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If they have a voice where it really counts, then it's gonna be it's gonna be epic. What the fuck, you know what I'm saying? That's the change. You know what I'm saying? But who? Shit, I can't do it by myself. You
It
can't
start
do
with
it by
you.
yourself.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
it start
saying?
with
But
you.
you know,
Yo, we're gonna take a break real quick, then we're gonna get back to this interview with my man Vic Spencer. Man, the new Malcolm X, goddammit. Yo, it's the S.H.I.T.S podcast, y'all. It's the shit. Yo, for all event inquiries and apparel inquiries, hit up the website www.theshitspodcast.com. THESHITTS.com. theshitspodcast.com. It's the shits. We are back at the Shits Podcast.
Cruising down Lake Shore Drive.
Oh,
right
shit.
there
Oh,
on your
shit, man. Here we go.
watch you roll.
Here we go.
Hey.
It's some Chicago. Hey, this is official.
Listen to me, y'all.
And
I'm snapping.
feeling so low.
That is the sounds of my man Vic Spencer. The name of that joint is Caress and Diamond Swishers.
I feel like stepping right now.
And it's off the Spencer for Hire Part 3. Y'all take a listen.
On your goose with fruit, now we kissing. Trying to break you down while I'm driving, rolling, while I'm tucking my knees, holding the steering wheel. When we together, it's feeling real. You don't like when I flirt with you. I be making a smile, plus I blow the best purple. I be the it's never the fake shit. I be by myself smoking you down, you the greatest.
Yes.
We got a little crazy attachment, plucking out my gray hairs while we lay on the mattress like the blunt.
That's
Now
the
it's a
shit.
fatal attraction, math is adding up. Link with her, rolling the fatty up. I got a camera on when I'm smoking, and it should show you off. Yeah, it's a cost to be chosen. People that want
That's
you
the
don't
sound
want
of
you
Big
like
Spencer,
I do.
goddammit.
I never smelled you, so I ain't gonna try you, and I ain't gonna lie to you. Baby, you can ask me whatever.
Yeah.
You can't talk, it just stare at me clever. The
Oh.
better the roll, the better the hit. You is the shit. Put you on the phone holder, let you air drop out of vent. Put my fingers down there. I didn't smell a scent. A little sativa won't hurt. Put that in the mix. Lakeshore Drive with a surprise for my eyes. Last time I put my hand on your thighs, yeah.
Cruising down Lakeshore Drive, right hand on your thigh.
Hey, man.
To watch you roll.
I'm about to dig something out.
Wishes made
Nigga. That shit is hot as fuck.
Cruising down Lakeshore Drive. Hey, if you ran
Take
down
that.
Lakeshore Drive and you got something with you, you got something smooth playing, what you on, Vic? Nah, you finna crash something, ain't you?
You know what I'm saying?
You going balls deep.
Oh, we gotta put that in the sound bank. We gotta put that in the sound bank, guys.
Balls deep. You
Balls
better listen to Big
deep.
Spencer.
We
Get
gotta
that
get a
Big
t-shirt for that
Spencer,
shit.
man. What's the name of that? What's the name of that?
Man, the name of that joint is
Caressing Diamond Swishes.
Come on, man.
Man, who produced that? That shit
Sonny
smooth as
Jim.
fuck.
Sonny Jim produced the entire Spencer for Hire. All
Shout out,
part
shout
one.
out.
Shout out,
Sonny,
man. Shout out to Sonny.
That's a
Jim.
raw ass beat.
That
I
shit
like that.
smooth as fuck.
That changed the vibe up. Man.
Nigga, I was getting ready to go into Walgreens when that shit started playing. I stepped out again. I was like, nah, man, hold on for a minute. Hold on for a minute. I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna chill in this motherfucker, right? So, all right. So moving on to you got a new project coming out, which is Psychological Cheat Sheet Part 2.
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So I was looking at the track listing for it, but I also seen that you got a video for Visionware, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, which was shot at UCAN.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So for those, for people who don't know, explain to them what UCAN is.
You can they were it's a name they used to go by Ulix Children's Home. It was the third group home that I lived in the 90s.
Okay.
And now it stands for Ulix Children's Advantage Network, and I went through their agency when I was at DCFS Ward of the State, and you know they did a good job with me. You know what I'm saying? I was able to emancipate and was a great success story coming up out of there, and I took advantage of whatever they had to offer when it comes to taking advantage of anything, any opportunity. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So it's, you know, they was responsible for me creating a rap career. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
because
talk about it, man. Yeah.
I remember I wanted to be a basketball player, and once I got in those group homes and restricted to move, I wasn't able to move around how I wanted to.
Yeah.
I had picked up another hobby, and that was to pen this work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Wrap these bars up, and they looked at that and they was like, we can actually use this to kind of like help people all across the country. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I had my first contract with the group home.
Get the fuck out
where
of here.
you can. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got a song on St. Gregory called CEO Cell Phone Numbers with the CEO of UCAN. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On the phone talking about how much of a social genius I am, and it's a beautiful thing because he mentioned something about how he was once presenting somewhere and I'm just in the clouds looking up in the air, and I basically can vision me doing that shit. Like I really was in a world of my own, but I knew that I was going to be something successful in that place.
Hey,
and
man, you did.
That was that's
that
why that's how I came out to be one of the greatest in that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
And that's what Psychological Cheat Sheet Part 2 or that series kind of like me going back to that place and being writing, being a journalist, just sitting in the lobby and writing down everything how I perceive it right now versus when I was living there.
That's so fucking dope. So shout out to my man Terrell Williams, man. I got a buddy that work over there. Terrell Williams, man. We did a training out in New York, man. Cool ass dude. So how does your experiences at UCAN, how you think it affected the way you write and your perception of support?
That's a good question. Yeah, how did it do it? I really believe that how I survived through that whole ordeal, how I made it, is actually listening. You know what I'm saying? And actually not...
Man, hit that shit, bub. Hit
actually,
that.
Paying attention.
Okay.
And because, man, when you in this situation, man, you don't believe nothing, man. You don't believe nothing nobody say.
Right.
Man, they telling me I'm going to get my own crib and all this stuff, man. I've been in foster home after foster home with my family, and this is my third group home I'm in. So what makes you think I'm going to believe anything they saying? And time went by, and I was just going to school. All I wanted to do was get fresh, go to Tony Sports once a week.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
I know about Tony Sports. TS,
and I was fresh
under
just like
the track.
everybody else in the 90s, man.
TS under the track.
I really didn't
Under
look at myself as being in the group home. And people didn't either, because they seen how I carried myself. I was still fresh in the 90s. I still was getting fits off in the 90s. So it was easier for me to, fit in with
Blend
people
in.
and blend right in. And they were like, man, Vic, where you stay at? I'm like, yeah, I stay in the group home. A lot of my guys, a lot of the homies, they was like, man, what you is a bad person. What you do? You did something, man. You know what I'm saying? But then when they seen what it is and what it looked like, like, oh, niggas is chilling. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, their perception changed. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like how you help the at-risk kids. You know what I'm saying? The perception changed when you see a person like me looking just like the guys on the streets, but getting it different.
Bro,
you know
let me explain something to you, man. Like I work in the social service field, and I see that it's a lot of African Americans that work in the social service field. You see what I'm saying? But the problem it don't be African Americans that have an input in the way shit should be. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that
They
be the
want a
fucking
check.
problem.
All they want is a fucking
Exactly, and that be the fucking problem. But see what I'm saying? But like,
check.
when
Ass motherfuckers.
that's why I was geeked up.
I agree.
That's why I was geeked up for this interview.
Real
So I'm
shit.
like, this is a dude that not only spits hot shit and has a fucking phenomenal catalog, but this is a dude that understands social services. You know what I'm saying? This is a dude that been through it and survived it and is striving and is an inspiration to other motherfuckers going through it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's kind of like, I always tell people, man, like what needs to happen is it needs to be more African Americans on those boards that say, this is what we're gonna do.
And it need to be more male support groups.
Come on, man.
That'll be able to
hit that shit, bro.
it needs to be more male support groups with people that have a testimony for these kids that's in these situations, because it's more clinical now. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days, it wasn't like that. We wasn't going. The only thing we had to deal with was somebody trying to take our sneakers or our coats or something. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know what I'm saying? We got people trying to grab kids up now, and you know what I'm saying? It's extra. It's extra. It's nutty. You know what I'm saying? So it's different, man.
It is.
Man.
It is. Yo. We're going to take a break real quick, and we're going to come back, and we're going to continue this conversation with my man, Vic Spencer. Yo, man, y'all here with this man.
Man, we dropping gems, man.
And y'all heard that fucking joint. I'm going to say the name of that joint again, man.
Caressing Diamond Swishes.
Caressing Diamond Swishes, man.
Featuring C. Rich and my boy Sonny Jim.
Shout out to C. Rich and Sonny Jim.
Singing on that hook, C. Rich. And that was me actually singing while I was rapping. While I was rapping, the vocals in the background, that was me.
That shit dope. That shit dope. Hey, man.
Shout out to
the
me.
shit, y'all. It's the shit.
If you're looking for great coffee, come visit Andy Sunflower Cafe, located at 9920 Southwestern Avenue in the Beverly neighborhood, or 756 East 111th Street in the Pullman neighborhood. Again, Andy Sunflower Cafe, black owned, for all your gourmet coffee needs.
I had a bitch tell me that I couldn't dress. She smelled like she listened to Nuck If You Buck 12 times straight.
Nigga.
Ass cotton mouth, I spit phlegm on your camera. $500 sneakers, but my feet stink.
Hey, man.
Y'all know what he talking about. Look,
This joint right here is on Rather Be a Real One by my man Vic Spencer, y'all.
Big ass nuggets of face pack. These rappers is butt slush. She wanna taste that. Y'all the reason that they tried to bring Mace back. Mayhat on my ex-hoe while she takes sex. Ill McNasty ashy with canola oil. The protocol was to lay you flat in your overalls. No ton of smoke. Y'all niggas bunion juice 100 proof. D12 album track number 2. Big ass Desert Eagle to hunt you down. Crybaby ass niggas in Onion Lounge.
Vic Spencer, y'all.
Mac and juice in your double cup. Fuck is up. Stop all the chewing and sucking nuts. You disgust me, pussy boy. You nasty, you nasty as shit, nigga. You ain't wash your ass, nigga.
It's a lot going on. Hey, you know what? I got a homie that's an Uber driver. And he said one of the most.
That shit's so crazy.
That shit nice, bro.
Vic, it's funny you said that shit, right? My homie that's an Uber driver said he picks up a lot of guys that the women are calling and getting the Ubers for. And guys come out and get in the car. He was like, bro, these motherfuckers be stinking. I'm like, what do you mean they be stinking? He's like, bro, like they breath be stinking, like they body be stinking. He said, and females be ordering Ubers. Like
they love it. They love musty balls.
And he was like, do you understand what I'm telling you?
They
like,
love
do you
musty
understand
balls.
what's going on out here? Now you gotta understand, this is an Uber drive. So if he's supposed to be going up to pick Shakisha Jenkins up, and here come a nigga named Wilbur or whatever his name.
No, his name ain't Wilbur. His name Daquan. His name Daquan, G.
Dr. Genius motherfucking Watkins. You know what I'm saying? But he like, you like Shaquanda, he like, yeah.
Bro. All right, so look, man. All right. So not only is your grind like legendary in Chicago, but I feel like it's expanded out of Chicago.
Yeah.
To the point where you establish some monumental fucking friendships and relationships.
Yeah.
So if you can you speak about your friendship with with the late great Sean Price?
Oh man, it was like big bro. Like for real, when you think about Sean Price, you don't even think about him fucking with rappers. Like he's just
that's bro. But to me, that's why your story was so fucking amazing to me. Because I'm like, he fuck with you, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, speak about that shit.
Man, it just let me know what type of time I'm on, man. It really like, it ain't like a cosign. It's like, man, Sean Price really don't fuck with y'all niggas, man. And I always been that guy that was like, man, fuck these niggas anyway. I had that mentality. Sean Price, top 5 artist, rapper, dead or alive for me. And I always had that mentality, and for him to recognize that through my music. I actually spammed that nigga my music, man. He was talking shit on Twitter like, man, don't nobody spam me your music. Your shit is whack. Your shit is trash already. I ain't heard it. It's trash. Right. And I sent him a record. I was like, man, this shit ain't trash. You know what I'm saying? He heard this shit. He was like, man, actually, this shit is nice. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And ever since then, he told me that, man, he spent hours listening to my shit, man, and that shit blew me away, man.
It had to.
I felt like
he saw something in you.
Yeah, he's like, man, I sat listening to your shit for like 3 hours. He's like, man, your shit is fire. I'm in the studio right now with Fame right now, like about to write some shit because you inspired me today. I'm like, man, what the fuck? I'm like, this Sean Price, what the fuck? Yeah. I'm in the crib. I'm staying in Inglewood at this time. Like, man, I'm on Chief Keef block. I live in Lamron. You feel me?
Right. I'm on normal, goddammit.
I'm on fucking normal. Holy shit.
Like, what the fuck? I hear the train rolling back.
It's a joint. He really fucked with a couple of my joints, the Rapping Bastard and Spence Ethic. That's a joint that I sent him. I sent him this joint called Kiss My Ass from Spain, and he loved that shit because it was over. That's when I really started to jump over and rap over guys' beats that was from the UK. And that's how I was getting busy at that time.
Yeah.
He really rocked with that shit. Like those are, I think, at this point, those are my 2 worst albums. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
But
Really?
Sean Price Sean Price liked that shit. Sean Price was the type guy that used to tell me to rap over Young Chop beats, and I was like, man, what the hell you talking about, G? Like I got that comfortable space to be like, man, G, you tripping, right? G, you tripping, right? He's like, nah, nigga, you know, he had this analogy. He's like, nah, man, you know, we one and the same, but I look at myself as like an old school car that could just sit and post up, and you got that old school feel, but your shit modern. You can still get out here and push, and you can rap over anything.
Hit that shit, bud.
Come on, man. Come on.
There we go.
Sean Price was really really a comedian. You know what I'm saying? Once I got to know him, like
he's a real nigga though.
Yeah,
he's a real nigga. I used to love his documentaries.
Like, when I got down with his crew and he signed me up to Ruck Down, it wasn't like no paperwork. He was just like, man, you know, our word is our bond. You know what I'm saying? We shake hands. I just went to New York and I shook hands with him. And then when he got me in, it was one funny moment. He just hit me up. Don't you know, like how if you listening to the radio and they on the commercials and like it's a Sprint commercial or something like that, and they be talking fast as hell at the end. Participation may vary. All the supplies may vary at the participating stores. He gave me that introduction in his crew in the Ruck Down imprint. Yeah, you get unlimited Sean Price versus, you know what I'm saying? You get to come pull up at the Brownsville flat anytime you want, you know what I'm saying? Protection, you know what I'm saying? Man, like, but it was just like, it was comedy, man. He was like a comedian at heart, man. You know what I'm saying? Get to chill with his family, man, and watching his family carry on this tradition. And, man, and he's just an ill-ass rapper. He just was a defiant-ass rapper. And I just fucked with his, I fucked with the way he moved and how he just didn't care, just didn't say whatever he wanted. Like, and I always been, I think that's what the group homes did for me, made me have a voice. And I heard that through his music. Like, man, I listened to Sean Price while I was in the group home. You know what I'm saying? Like, Helter Skelter came out in 96. You feel me? And that's what I was bumping. You feel me? Come on,
Helter Skelter.
In the group home.
That shit shapes you.
That's hard shit.
It shapes
and to be able to work with him and be able to be like, man,
that's crazy, bro.
Like Sean Price just was on Twitter like almost every day. Like Vic Spencer is the rawest rapper in Chicago. Like he that's what I used to say. You know what I'm saying? Now I got a person that I consider a top 5 dead or alive telling me that. You know what I'm saying? Telling the world that. You know what I'm saying? Man, Sean Price is the legend. Shout out to Sean Price. Shout out to Rim. Shout out to Bernadette Price, his wife, holding down his legacy. Like doing, I want my wife to take care of me like that.
Man, bro.
I want my wife to put out my music, man. Word up. You know what I'm saying?
Bro,
Word.
when I just heard it, like I said, man, it was just so fucking interesting to me because I'm like, man, this is a dude that's from here. You know what I'm saying? This is a dude that's from here that's getting that cosign. And then a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, you got motherfuckers that clout chase, and we always talk about this shit. This podcast is so anti-clout chasing, real shit. But the thing that I noticed was I was like, when I go through your work, I'm like, this motherfucker really could spit though. You know what I'm saying? Like
he's saying some shit.
This motherfucker really and funny as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas, I had to think about it though. I was like, damn, how do a bitch smell that listen to Nuck If You Buck 12 times?
You gotta think about it. You know? That one time you watch that video, you like, oh, she stinks. She really stinks.
Anybody dancing that much to that song?
They really stink.
They really got that
stink
mentality anyway.
They stink.
And that's the name of that song is Ill McNasty Wave. And that's one of my personalities to rap bars about just nasty ass shit.
No disrespect to people that like Nuck If You Buck.
Nuck If You Buck is a wild ass song, but if you dance,
it's just the effect, like, you know what I'm saying?
12 times over and over, you're gonna be funky.
If you getting fresh, you listening to that song once or twice, and you ain't jumping up and down when you hear them girls' voices on that song.
You probably musty. It's all good though. It's all good though. And we're gonna take a break real quick. We're gonna come back. Shout out to all the musty motherfuckers.
That's the musty song.
That's bumping Nuck If You Buck.
All you musty niggas.
To get in contact with us at the Shits Podcast, hit up staradagency@gmail.com. That's STARAWAGENCY@gmail.com. It's the Shits.
Hello.
We are back. At the Shits podcast, we are talking to Chicago. We are talking to Chicago's own Vic Spencer. Yes.
Legend, a fucking legend right here.
Yo,
you know what I mean? This nigga got it out the mud, as they say right now. You know what I mean? You can't talk about it no other way than that.
So, Psychological Cheat Sheet drops March 26th, right?
Yes, sir.
March 26th, Psychological Cheat Sheet drops
Part 2.
Okay. So I know at one point, I know you really wasn't streaming shit. Like people had to actually get in contact with you to get the album.
Yeah, that's how I'd Rather Be a Real One initially came out, and then The Smile Killed My Demons, same way. I try to do one album like that a year, you know what I'm saying? Where the fans can have some sort of like personal connection outside of just listening to the music on the stream. Like it feels like we can't beat that culture right now. So it's just like you can't beat them, then join them. But then why not do it to the highest, or think of better, clever ways to execute with the fans? Like you know what I'm saying, give fans in a position to reach out and discuss about the album, talk about the mixing of the album, how you feel about the sequence of the album. Because sometimes fans like to know that kind of stuff. Like because hard copies we can't walk in Best Buy and get hard copies no more. You know what I'm saying? So it's I feel like replacing that with personal conversations with an artist is fair. You know what I'm saying? Fair exchange.
It's that interaction, bro. People feel more. To me,
more
I feel
attached.
like they feel more attached and connected. That's what I get from it.
Come on.
So I looked at the track list and I seen a song that stood out. It said 14 Days at Grant Hospital.
Oh yeah, on the Psychological Cheat Sheet Part 2. Yes, sir.
What is that song about?
Shit, it's just about me. Well, I actually spent 14 days in Grant Hospital on some psychological. They trying to figure out what's wrong with me or something. They was trying to label me, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So I try to like name titles for memories more so of what I'm rapping about. So I ain't rapping about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm rapping more about how it's really a simple Vic Spencer way Vic Spencer getting down. You know what I'm saying? A raw ass intro, but you know what I'm saying? The titles represent or reflect on the memories or where I was at or how I was thinking when I was writing those rhymes. Not so much about those rhymes. You know what I'm saying? It's more so just about the memory itself. So the song title would give me the reflection of being in that situation versus the rhymes. The rhymes is still simple Vic Spencer hardcore reality raps. Yes, sir.
That's fucking dope. And see, the thing that I like about that, man, is that sometimes when you ask artists why the fuck they name something, they have no fucking clue why they named the shit. They like for real.
My cousin was smoking, and you know he said some shit, and I was like, I
actually come up with the tracks, the name of the tracks last.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It make me think about like when I'm writing the tracks, it's like, man, you know what I'm saying? If I'm in this, I got an album called Psychological Cheat Sheet, and I'm thinking about how I grew up in the system. If I'm writing from that aspect, then I have to, put some of that in there. You know what I'm saying? So, but it only relates better to me because it's my therapy. But I feel like as a rapper's job, you have to share what you do to the world.
Come on, man.
Hit that shit, bub.
Come on, man.
So,
come on,
that's
man.
my way of conveying the message. You
That's
feel?
it
That's
right
dope.
there. That's the realest form of hip hop is what you're talking about, and I feel that that's lost.
Like a motherfucker.
I feel that the microphone is given to so many people that are sharing bullshit.
Niggas know they ain't got a Benz. Niggas know they ain't buying Birkin bags for bitches. I said that real quick too. Birkin bag for bitches. Why the fuck you rapping about it, fam? You know you not doing it. But anyway, go ahead, finish. Go ahead, bub. I'm sorry for cutting you off.
Yeah, but I mean that was just some ill shit what he said right there.
So speaking of content,
Yes, sir.
you spit some bars about your sneaker game, right?
Yes, sir.
So I noticed the kicks. I don't even know which ones those are, but it's good.
Got the Union Jordan 4s on. And the black New War pair.
Ooh, you gotta see this nigga feet, man. His feet is ill.
Oh, you gonna take them off?
Take them off. He like, you gotta see these motherfuckers. Look at his feet. Look at his feet.
Man, look at that shit.
Look at this nigga feet, man.
Union collab.
Them bitches is sweet.
This is ill.
Them bitches is sweet. So let me ask you this, bro. what has been the most difficult? What shoe has been the most difficult for you to get?
Actually, the Union, this company came out with a pair of Jordan 1s. They just value that at like 2 bands right now in my size. So it's just like I'm not gonna pay that. So that's a hard shoe for me to get. You know what I'm saying? That's one of my sought out wanted shoes right now.
Them bitches sweet though.
Yeah. So that's on the top of the list though, right? It's got to be at the top of the list.
Yeah, that's at the top of my list of wanted.
So wait. So say the name again.
Union, LA, Union, Los Angeles. It's just like a skateboard shop.
All right. So anybody who listening who want to be generous and want to bless my man with those joints, how can they get in contact with you?
Everything Vic Spencer. You feel me?
Contact them. Send them joints. What size, bro? What size?
Size 8.
Send them joints.
They got you.
Send them joints.
They got
you know what I'm
some
saying?
eights out there.
Send them joints.
My size is the money size, man. People going after them size, reselling it for the high.
Them stimmies with them stimmies. Ooh. So
say, look, man, I'm gonna hit you with $5-6. I'm a real collector. I ain't just no average nigga. You know what I'm saying? I ain't finna resell these shits. This shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So fuck with you.
We had Vale the General on the show.
Yes, sir.
And Vale said you can't be a collector of sneakers unless you got 10 pair. That's what he said. You can't be a collector of sneakers. A one shoe. Are you a collector? Can you consider yourself a collector?
Yeah, absolutely. I got shit that look like the skyline.
Taj Mahal in the smoke.
My shit at the crib look like the skyline. So
get the fuck out of here.
Hell yeah.
Boxes everywhere, different colors.
Boxes galore. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, different colors. You got your boxes in color coordinations. Yeah. You know the black and grays. You know they got
the black and gray mics.
I got the Shaq Jordan ones.
Come on, man. I know what boxes
shit.
I got some of those. I got the Aqua 8s in that gray and black box. So
I know about boxes.
Yeah. So
but above those boxes.
You know what I'm saying? I got hella sneakers.
I told you. Hey, come on.
All right. So I'm not trying to wish no ill things on anybody. But fire breakout. You got to grab one pair of shoes. Which one you grabbing?
Sheesh. Damn, why would you put me into that?
Which one you grabbing?
Torture.
Which one you grabbing?
With a pot of water. With a 5-gallon bucket of water.
You got it. You can only grab one pair, bro.
Fuck that.
Man, I'm grabbing
a
couple of pairs. Fuck that shit.
Fuck that.
Damn, see, that's too hard. See, I cry. I'm just gonna cry. I'm not gonna grab nothing, man. I'm gonna cry. All my sneakers is fire.
Right.
I can't neglect one pair, pick a pair of sneakers and neglect the other.
I had like 5 gallons of water in there just because he said that shit. Just in case a fire ever break out, I can go in there, close the door, just
extinguish it right there on the spot.
Just douse the door.
I'm gonna hit you with an easier question. This should be an easier question. So, what venue are you looking forward to performing in once the pandemic is over with and Chicago opens up fully? What venue are you looking forward to?
Let's get greasy.
What venue?
We getting greasy around this bitch.
I want to do like the festivals, Pitchforks.
Yeah.
Okay, talk about that shit. Let's go.
Yeah.
All them joints.
Let's go.
Whatever.
What about the High Power joint?
Yeah, the
Silver Room.
I did that one already. I want to do that again.
Was it nice? Was it?
Yeah, I've never been.
I love the Silver Room.
It's super epic.
I've never been to a Silver Room.
It got its clout recently, but before that, it always been an ill vibe for like it's like a block party for 35 and up. It's like the taste for 35 and up.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Oh, it's epic. Oh, it's epic.
It's real shit.
Yeah.
It's real shit.
Oh yeah.
That's dope. And you did it already, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, yo, we gotta take a break real quick, and we coming right back with this interview with my man Vic Spencer, who would just cry if a fire bust out, and he gonna go down with his shoes, y'all. He gonna go down with his shoes.
I'm going down with my shoes.
He gonna go down with his sneakers.
I got water in the room.
They gonna be at the funeral like, hey man.
He went out with his shoes.
He was after his shoes. That's how much he loved his shoes.
That's right.
Hey, y'all, it's the shit, y'all. It's the
real shit, man.
all erotic needs and adult needs, hit up Cole Pleasures, COLEpleasures.com. That's www.colepleasures.com. It's the shits. Yeah. We are back at the Shit Podcast.
Got my homie Race.
People had their eyes on you so they can see what you got. Then plot on taking your spot. Love me or hate me a lot. I'm not tripping at all. I'm making moves, y'all can't lick on my balls. I don't have time to find out if it's a hidden agenda. Please don't try me, I smack shit out of gang members. They don't like me because I don't listen to these rappers. Them same people know that they weak and they eat platters. Nasty. I don't have to like shit, the people don't have to like me. When I speak, rappers start to over tweak. Man, they saying my music is whack as fuck, but I keep coming up with albums that'll punch through a tractor truck. Y'all into rappers that don't
That's
speak
my man Vic
facts
Spencer,
enough. Get on
y'all.
tracks and talk about packs and guns. I done had enough. Gobble your way into a record label contract. I know well-respected rappers that can't afford dub sacks and rappers
Rather be
tell
a
social
real one.
media that they did something, but in reality they in somebody else being front. Scary rappers never look over their shoulders. They piss they pants when the drama approach them. I rep the Gans, that's on my mama's older Gans. It smells good at the crib. It's also very hood where I live. Across the street, east of Stony Island, bodies get dropped. They call that area the mall, but nobody shops. They got blocks to get all that's got behind the scenes. Got a plot before you get riding by magazines. Name a dream that I never been in. A new beginning. Good riddance to all my critics. They be dying to criticize, sparking the ism. Then they critique all my bars. They say Vic is the business. Record 8 songs at Race Crib in 5 hours.
Shout out to
All I
Race.
needed was lime sour. A crime will devour your life. Power the mic, shower the mic.
Shout out to Race and the Prime Meridian. Name of that joint is Crime Meridian. So, okay, I got a question for you. So I know Race is a part of Prime Meridian. Was that?
Yeah, Race produced that joint.
Okay.
You know what
Shout
I'm
out to
saying?
Race
Shout out to
Bennett,
Race.
man.
Shout out to
Race.
Oh man, hey man, let me tell y'all something, man. Hashtag Chicago hip hop fucking matters, man. Chicago hip hop fucking matters. If y'all don't know it, y'all better get it. Thank you. Thank
Come
you.
on, man. Hit
If
that
y'all
shit,
hit
bud.
it again. If y'all don't know it, y'all better get in tune with it. Chicago hip hop matters. This city has so many dope fucking artists, man.
Real talk, man.
You know, it got dope artists, but it also got some crazy ass characters, like this man right here.
If you need a date, call Nate.
Oh, shit.
That's my man Nasty Nate, y'all. So look, we're gonna do the 4 for 4, man. So basically, we give our guest, which is my man Vic Spencer, and our phenomenal co-host Bubba Ball, a topic. I give you a topic, you gotta respond in a 4-word sentence. You gotta respond in a 4-word sentence. All right.
Okay.
Bubba Ball, you wanna go first, or Vic Spencer, you wanna
I'm
go
letting
first?
Vic go. I'm letting my guest go. We can let the guest go. We let Vic go.
All right,
For
Vic.
sure.
All right, since you going first, corned beef sandwiches.
That shit is trash.
I like corned beef sandwiches. I like corned beef
Deli is
sandwiches.
the shit, nigga.
All right, Bubba Ball.
I'm the only. I guess I'm defiant.
What about AP Deli on 75th? Right? Remember they was on 75th before they got the new spot?
I love
A
corned beef
hole in the wall
sandwiches.
there at 75th.
I love corned beef
AP Deli.
sandwiches. All right, Bubba Ball.
Go ahead.
Popeye's chicken.
2-piece Tuesday, baby.
2-piece Tuesday. 2-piece Tuesday. All right, that
Come
works.
on, man.
All right, bet. All
You
right,
questioning my motherfucking
all right.
phone
Vic Spencer.
skills,
Vic
nigga?
Spencer. SB Dunks.
This is lame. It's peace.
I didn't skateboard them.
I didn't. Ooh, you ain't fuck them up. You ain't trying to fuck your shit up. You ain't trying to fuck your shit up. No.
Ain't right
No.
boy.
All
Ain't
right,
fucking
Bubba Ball.
Go ahead.
Broken toilets. Don't take shits there.
My clients always have them.
My clients always. So it's having one word, motherfucker.
Have them is
one word now.
That's Chicago Ebonics.
Have them is Chicago Ebonics. Have them is one word.
Chicago Ebonics. We got Vic Spencer now.
Vic Spencer. It's on you. Vic Spencer on you. The Chicago Reader.
Grab one for free.
Ooh, grab one for. This nigga is a pro.
Hold on. Hit that shit, bro.
Hey, wrong soundbite. Hold on. I got you.
Hit that shit,
Not
bro.
hit it. Hit that shit, bro. All right, Bubba Ball.
Come on with it.
Zippo lighters. I was petty.
I gave yours back.
Yes, he did. Hit that shit. Oh, all right, man.
Real shit.
Right.
All right. Man, last one. Vic Spencer. Sean Price.
Ooh.
The best in NY.
The best in NY. There it is, y'all. Hey, man, I would like to thank our guest, Vic Spencer, for doing the 4 for 4. And I'd like to thank my man, Bubba Ball, for always killing it.
Yes, sir.
I'd like to thank my man, Nasty Nate, for showing up. If you need a date, call Nate. It's the Shits Podcast, man. We coming back and we're gonna continue this interview with my man Vic Spencer. Yeah. Yo, my man shit is on all fucking streaming platforms. Yo, his catalog is extensive, y'all. Y'all heard him. Y'all heard him speaking. Y'all heard the joints. You know what I'm saying?
Just check it out.
Check the shit out, man.
You gonna hit something? I'm telling you,
check the shit
like
out.
A lot of shit.
Hey, there's been a study that says if you say shit 3 times, it's sticking people's head. I'm working on the shit. We'll talk about that later. So I'm telling y'all like this. Vic Spencer, that's 1. Vic Spencer, that's 2. Vic Spencer, that's 3. Hey, man, y'all get in tune, my man Vic Spencer, y'all. It's the Shits Podcast, y'all. It's the shit.
Let's go.
To get in contact with us at the Shits Podcast, hit up staradagency@gmail.com. That's STARAWAGENCY@gmail.com. It's the shit.
They had me like Mitch Trubisky out here.
We are back.
Come on, man.
Hey, man, we are back at the Shits Podcast. Hey, man, listen. It's been a cool ass night, man. We in this motherfucker, man, with...
Hold on, man. We starting the week off. Y'all know that, right? This is the first day of the fucking week. We starting the week off, my nigga.
Explain it to you.
I always tell y'all this.
Explain it to him.
Sunday, we start the week. This is Sunday. This is the first day of the week, man.
Sunday fun day.
Sunday fun day.
Sunday fun day.
We get it in on Sunday. This is why we love doing what the fuck we do. We show up. This shit is hard to do. Don't get it twisted. Don't think that all 3 of us that's in this motherfucker that show up.
There's a lot of motherfuckers here tonight, though, bro.
He could have had something else he could have did. He could have just chilled at the fucking crib.
Fresh off the studio.
He
See
just
that?
left the stew.
Really
so he
working.
Went to the crib, right?
He really working.
He could have went to the crib. No problem.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So when you really love some shit, guess what?
Don't be a silly person.
You putting forth effort.
That's the veil.
You putting forth effort. You got to put forth effort towards anything you love.
I feel you.
And guess what? It's gonna multiply for you.
So, with that being said, I'm turning the mic over to my man Bubba Ball with the underlay for the overplay.
And you know what I want to reiterate on as a grown man. You know I'll be turning a certain age this year, and it just helps me to understand my point and principle on earth at this age towards the young generation. And I feel like it's a disconnect. So my best way that I want to tell them and always advise them on is not to do anything differently than what their heart is desiring them to do. Some people want to steer them wrong. Oh, you don't want to, don't be a rapper, you know. Don't be a truck driver. Don't be a CTA bus driver. And don't work for Metro. No, do whatever the fuck it is that you want to do at that stage in life, right? Support your youth. Yeah. But the whole thing about what I was saying earlier is a disconnect, right? And what youth tend to do in this generation, especially in the communities that we live in, is we continue to procreate. So what I want to talk to the men this time, and I want to talk to the men about dick discipline. And it's okay, brothers. Look at me as your OG, look at me as your uncle, look at me as your big brother. No homo. You know, I'm talking to all the brothers out here who think they out here slanging dick. And, you know, they out here simping and doing all kind of shit with it. However you are getting in between young ladies' legs, rule number 1, do not go raw. Capital R-A-W, spelled backwards is W-A-R. You're going to war if you have a baby. Understand what Big Bro is telling you right now. I'm dropping jewels. I'm dropping jewels right now. I'm dropping jewels right now. Big Bro Bubba Ball is dropping jewels right now. If you go raw, 50% and higher chance you're going to war. Some women will tell you they don't believe in abortions. You know it's a trap. Strap up. Some women will tell you they need money for abortion and won't even be pregnant. Strap up. The fuck? Some men, ladies, are not worth having a baby with. Make them niggas strap up. Men, I want you guys to be a little bit more accountable in 2021. See, listen, let me tell you something. Child support. This is the underlay for the overplay. Child support is the underlay for the overplay. Why? Why? Child support came into existence when white men divorced their wives who were stay-at-home wives who had no other means of making money. So the court system saw it profitable to deem any woman, no matter her shape, her size, her fucking work ethic, none of that shit. If a woman comes in court and says this man had a baby with me, and guess what, fellas? If you take a DNA test, you are automatically
what?
If you're the father of that baby, responsible for child support. I'm dropping jewels. So don't think just because you say, all right, bitch, I'm going to get a DNA test on you. When you go take the DNA test and the DNA test comes back positive for you, guess what?
You responsible.
Child support.
Yeah.
You're going to war. You're going to war. That's war. Because any job that you make, they get a cut of your money before you see your money. So understand me, certain women don't deserve that right and privilege over your life. Life is choice driven. Always remember this, people.
I agree with that.
Ladies and men, life is choice driven. Ladies have a responsibility. Men have a responsibility. Ladies have to choose real men. Men have to choose real ladies.
Yes.
Accountability is on both of us.
Yes.
Right now I'm talking to the men. Men, under the sound of my voice, please strappeth uppeth the cocketh. Keep the rocket in the pocket. Do not busseth in the slutteth. What the fuck? Do not rocketh the thoughteth. All that shit. Hey, listen. Have sex if you want to have sex, but just be accountable for the decisions that you make. That's all I'm saying. We having fun, but it's always a true meaning to this shit. There's a lot of single mothers out here, you know what I mean? And there's a lot of guys that's making babies that shouldn't have made babies. There's a lot of women having babies that shouldn't have babies. They don't really care about these kids. We watching it on Instagram. They going live. DCFS is taking their kids. They happy. You know, I'm watching videos, bro. I'm watching this shit on social media, and it's sad. It's heartbreaking. So I'm talking to my fellas right now. I want my fellas to step up and be real men and take responsibility for their dick again. Because I had an OG tell me this shit. Don't be out here just fucking willy-nilly. And I never understood that term and phrase till I got older, and I saw how my friends was squirting and all kind of, and they had baby mamas everywhere. And that's what willy-nilly means. Don't bust off. Boom, 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 boom. Don't shoot your fireworks. Don't shoot your fireworks off at anything. Boom, boom. See this? Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Don't bust off at everything, bro. Keep it in a condom. Everybody is not worth a child. Every man is not worth having his seed reproduce. Some women, y'all hate the fact that y'all had that baby at 17. But that was your choice. And nobody owes you understanding for that when you're 35. And this little motherfucker's 17, and I want to fuck you, but I don't like the fact that you got a 17-year-old man marching around the crib that's bigger than me. And I feel a little uncomfortable. Cynthia. Look how I'm rubbing up. Cynthia, I feel a little uncomfortable. So listen, life is choice driven. Life is choice driven is all I'm saying. I want us to make better choices. I want my men to be more accountable for where they sticking their dick, because nobody is telling the men. Nobody is telling the men this shit. So I'm big bro today. Bro, strap up. That's all I'm saying. I love y'all. And we coming back next week with some more heat. Don't fall victim to the trickdom.
Hey, that was my man Bubba Ball with the underlay for the overplay. And listen.
We be wilding out. I'm telling you, we wild out. This
no,
the first day of the week.
No disrespect to all the Cynthia's out there. There might be a whole nother term. No disrespect to there might be.
Not the Brenda's got a baby. The Cynthia's got a baby. Hey, Vic,
listen,
put that in your next line. Vic, light us up with some Cynthia's down on your next shit. Shout us out, baby.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? We come to support you wherever you go. Hey, we gonna tell our fans, wherever city you at, they gotta fuck with Vic.
Hey,
you gotta pop it again, baby.
Shout out to my man Vic Spencer.
My man, thanks for coming through, bro.
Tell them where they can find you at, bro. Tell them what you got coming up. Tell them where they can find you at.
Psychological Cheat Sheet, March 26, 21. You know what I'm saying? Album produced entirely by August for 9. You know what I mean? Vision Wear video is out right now. You know what I'm saying? And you can find me anywhere at Vic Spencer. You know what I'm saying?
Simple.
Yo, check my man out.
Simple.
Listen, y'all. Hey, from what I looked at, I think you dropped 3 joints in 2020. Is it 3?
6.
Oh,
6. Motherfucker, hit that shit, Bubba.
This nigga is writing. Man. This nigga is writing, y'all. This nigga
he's doing his work. He's doing work.
Google my man Vic Spencer. His pen game is phenomenal. He got dope fucking projects out there.
Hey man, let me say this real quick before we get up out of here, Vic. Hey Vic, thank you for being the brother that you are. I'm just gonna keep it at that. I'm just gonna keep it at that. Just thank you for being the brother that who you became to be, the man who you became to be. Thank you for being rooted like you are. Thank you for not giving a fuck. You understand what I'm saying? I hate that shit about these bitch ass niggas from the city, bro. They know how it is. They know how the fuck it is. G Herbo got a school. You know what I mean? Like these young niggas, bro, I'm gonna tell you, you know the real, bro. These young niggas, they need us, bro, because they have so much we don't give a fuck. When they put their mind to something, bro, that shit happens. So all they need is the right cultivation. They
all leaders. I believe they all leaders.
They leaders, bro. They flowers.
Regardless of if they the class clown, I look at them as leaders, because if they can get a group of kids to laugh.
Thank you, bro.
There you go. Leadership in that
Thank you, bro.
mindset.
Hit that shit, bud.
Thank you, bro. I'm giving Vic his flowers. I'm giving Vic his flowers because this nigga been in the communities. He's a part of the community. He's a product of the community. He was motherfucking raised by a community. God damn it. This nigga is the fucking community.
Shout out to motherfucking Vic Spencer. Yo, shout out to anybody that fuck with the Shits podcast. Yo, we love Chicago. We love what we do. Right, shout out to my man Bubba Ball for everything he brings to the show. Shout out to the Cynthias.
Man, Cynthia's around the world, baby. We fucking with y'all.
Shout out to my man Decadurs,
Gorilla
aka
Glue.
Gorilla Glue, who make all this shit possible. Hey, and shout out to my nigga Il Gordon. Hey man,
Gordo in the
I gotta put this shit out there, man.
Hey,
Il Gordo and motherfucking Bell the General. I don't understand why the fuck I wasn't on that motherfucking retarded joint.
He owe your
That's all that story, man.
Pressure on Gordo tonight. We finna do some shit. Durs, lay some tracks out.
Hit us up at www.theshitspodcast.com. THESHITTSPODCAST.com. The Shits Podcast. Yo, we all over, man. We working, man. We really fucking working.
We working out here, man.
We really working.
We really working, man.
Don't be a silly
thanks,
person.
Vic, again, man. Thanks for coming through,
Thanks
bro.
for coming through, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Yo.
Shout out to Decadurs, you know what I'm saying?
Gorilla Glue.
Glue.
Yes, sir.
Gorilla Glue.
Hey, man, and y'all look out for my man Vic Spencer's project, Psychological Cheat Sheet Part 2, March 26th. Y'all go cop that shit, man. Hey, it's the squad, y'all. Yeah. It's the shit. Shout out to Cynthia's.
Chicago.
What up, Cynthia?
Chicago, Cynthia's.